Hello. Good morning, everybody. How are you all this morning? Wakey, wakey. Hey, Shirley, looks like you're the first one on today. Welcome, welcome. Where is everybody? Come on. What is going on out there? Hey, Lorraine, Lula, Tammy, Karina, Lisa, welcome. Lisa, I hope you've had a good outcome with the last few days' dramas. Let me know and in the comments box and let me know that everything is A-OK. All right, so we've got Mark here, Beverly. I'm just reading them as you're coming through, guys. Karen, how are you all this morning? How have you been? How have you been on the inside? Have you been struggling a little bit? Have you been worried a lot? Have you been feeling out of sorts? Have you perhaps been feeling a bit flat, would be maybe a better word to use. Now, I know I'm doing a tarot reading today, but I feel that it's also very important to talk to you and to teach you about what is really going on. And a lot of you might be feeling that. A lot of you might be feeling, I don't feel right, or things don't seem right, or things that you used to be able to do before and they seem to run smoothly, don't run smoothly anymore. Maybe your relationships are suffering. Maybe you are facing certain things in your life right now that are a little bit frightening. I can tell you a few things in my life that are a bit frightening at the moment, like there's more money going out than money coming in at the moment. Oh my God, and it's putting me in panic mode. But look, you know, I've made a commitment to myself. And if the money has to go out right now so that I can get my act together, then that's how it has to be, because I have full faith that will all pan out. And I want to talk to you about you right now, okay? So I want to have a chat with you about what is going on. And I don't want to make it sound super woo-woo, but can you see this drawing behind me? Okay, I want to talk this out because, you know, a lot of you've been PMing me and, hi Wanda, I really like your tarot reading. Thank you so much. It's helping me. And as soon as I'm off the air, you go back to being negative again. And that's not sort of helping you either, is it? So I mean, I've got my teacher hat on now, and when I start playing with the cards, I'll get my woo-woo hat out. But right now, I just thought maybe I want to share something with you. Okay, so we live on planet Earth, and our planet is part of the cosmos. Yes or no? Yes. So we are part of a greater plan. We are part of a greater plan, and we haven't never been taught this, right? It hasn't been taught in the schools. It's never been taught in education. So you can throw that shit out the window. It's maybe been helpful to some degree, but really there is a bigger answer, and God is bigger. The universe is bigger than we have ever imagined. Does that make sense? All right. So we are living on planet Earth. We are not the only beings in the universe. We're just one of them. All right? That's number one. Number two, our planet Earth and the universe are going through some growing pains. The universe has always been in existence, and planet Earth is expanding. When I say the word expanding, I don't mean that the universe is getting fatter like we put on weight. What it means is that the level of our understanding of who we are, where we fit in the greater picture of the cosmos, our purpose, our divine nature, is all now coming to the front. And for some of you, it's going to freak you out because you thought you were just a human being and you live here on the earth and your mind is very focused on your life here on the planet, and we don't think about that greater other bitness out there. But it's all now coming into one. And so that is why some people are probably getting super sick or they're freaking out, because we are now in the process of this big wave of change. And it is miraculous because we as human beings have developed and expanded our consciousness a lot faster than the powers, the universal powers, have expected. We are amazing them, right? We are, and when I say them, I don't know what them is. I could tell you what I think, but I don't want to freak you out even more. But the God force is a never-ending cycle of development. It's like a baby in its infancy too. The universe and all that is unknown and known about it is growing like a baby. It's like a baby in the womb. And we are like part of that inside womb. And our consciousness is expanding. Let me know if you understand what I'm talking about or if you don't understand what I'm talking about, because I want to help you understand right now about how to deal with the negative thoughts. And I always think if you have a bigger understanding of the why, like what is happening and why you feel so weird right now, it has a bigger purpose. So have you ever seen a picture like this? This guy, okay, he's not doing anything down there. He's just, you know, sitting there and he's got his legs crossed and he's sitting in the yogic position, the yogic style, okay? Now, what is happening is these circles here represent your chakras. They're your energy centers. The Hindu religion talks a lot about these energy centers. That's where it comes from. We have like these wheels of energy that we don't actually see, but we feel them. Okay, we feel them. And so what is happening right now is when we're little, not right now, but when we are little, we get imprinted, just like a little duck, all right, is imprinted. If the mother duck dies and you take on a little duckling, the duckling's going to think it's a human being. And it's going to take on, it's going to think that it's your mum, that you're its mum, okay? So the same thing happens to us, except it's not actually what's been said to us, it's the feeling it gives us. So our feelings, our beliefs are created by how they make us feel. And when we are little, we don't realize that is happening because we are maybe shamed or we're made to feel guilty, or mum and dad said something, or a friend did this, or we had that experience, or we saw something and that made us feel something. And as a child, we don't understand that feeling. And so it makes us feel yuck, or it makes us feel insecure, or we feel these feelings, and those feelings create a belief. And those beliefs sit in our body. We embody it. It's not up here in the head. It's in your body. And that is why, as an older human being, we get pains in our body, because that is where our thoughts are. And I know that sounds weird. So you might have anger over someone, and over the years go by, you end up with a sore knee. You know, Louise Hay, all the teachers that have come before us have been trying to demonstrate and show us what this means. So getting back to my picture, right? So our negative emotions sort of attach themselves, if you like, to our body and to these centers. And they are the thoughts that hold us back, right? They are the thoughts that hold us back. And so what is happening right now is we've grown up, we've tried to live our lives, we've gotten married, we've got divorced, we've had misery, we've gone broke, we've been miserable, we've been attacked, you know, we've been abused. Whatever has happened in our lives, the negativity is still in our bodies. And so what do we do about it? Those emotions need to get a let out. And so our negative thinking is, oh, you're not good enough, you'll never be able to do that, don't bother doing that, you're such a dickhead, why even bother, you know, don't do that, you're dumb, remember you were told you're dumb, remember you're not creative, don't even try doing that. There's even stuff, so those old beliefs are like a radio, what do you call them, like a record player. And the music's going around and around and around, and it's going around in the background. And we're trying to get on with our life, and we're trying to learn meditation, and we're trying to be more spiritual, and we're trying to better ourselves. And what happens is these old beliefs come up, those emotions come up, and they cancel out anything that you have tried. Yes or no? Comment below and let me know if you're getting what I'm talking about. All right, so what is happening right now? Well, it's completely out of our hands in one way. Meditation is the best way to calm the mind and the emotion. Meditation. And if you're on right now and you're going, oh no, I've tried that, done this, done that, well, you haven't found one that works for you, and maybe you haven't given it a proper 100,000% shot, right? Because that is, I have got the most insane mind on the planet, right? And meditation has helped me. And I used to be one of those people who used to go, it doesn't help me, forget it, I've tried this, I've done this, and nothing's happened, right? Until I chose and thought, I've got to do something about this. I've got to learn how to calm my mind, and I've got to give it a proper shot. And every morning I meditate. Now, admittedly, some mornings in my meditation are better than others, but I still meditate. I still do the breathing to calm the mind down. Otherwise, I would not be doing what I'm doing now. I would not be here talking to you. I would not be running a freaking retreat center that is blowing my mind and costing me so much money that I wish I was in a cave right now. But I'm here showing up because I'm a teacher. And I'm a leader, and I want to help you guys right now. So here is the answer, and I'm trying to make it so simple so you get it. The universe is expanding. We are expanding, right? We are expanding in consciousness, in an awareness of who we really are, and there's more out there. There is more. It's not just about planet Earth, and it's bigger. It is so much bigger. It's like as if we're connecting with God and ourselves. You know, it's like that. So this is what's happening right now. The sun is shifting its consciousness. The sun is the sun. It's not human, but the sun has its own consciousness. It has its own unique awareness. And so the sun is shifting as well. And we are receiving, we are getting these beautiful downloads of spirituality, of love, of light codes, of things that are changing us for the better. And a lot of people out there talk about the timelines. I don't know whether you guys have seen like The Secret, or, you know, Going Down the Rabbit Hole. That was the second one. It talks about quantum physics. Quantum physics is a science that talks about more than what we are right now. And if you've never embraced it, start learning about it now. There's tons of things on YouTube about it. And so what's happening for you right now are these beams. Okay, so these beams of light are coming into our consciousness, into our awareness, into our emotional body, into our auric field, right? They're coming in and they want to come through. But if you've got a whole bunch of emotional shit that you haven't dealt with, if you haven't forgiven your dad, if you haven't forgiven your mum, if you haven't forgiven yourself, if you haven't forgiven the lady down the road who slapped you on the shoulder 20 years ago, if you've got these pent up negative emotions from your past, if you have not got rid of them, then you're going to, these light codes that are coming in are going to make you feel them. You're going to feel like shit, right? And trust me, I've been through it too. I know exactly what you're going through if you haven't sort of sorted that out. So here's what you do. That's the why and the how. So this is now what you do about it. You start looking at yourself in a better way. How do you do that? When those thoughts come up, and it could be a thought of, oh, you're no good, or emotions, or thinking from the past, or something you haven't sorted out, it's going to give you a feeling. It's linked to a feeling. And that feeling could be in your heart, that could be in your soul, that could be in your body, it could be in your knees, it could be in your shoulder, it could be in your neck, throat, you know, back of your head, in your brain, wherever you feel it. And when you're feeling that, all you need to do is go, oh God, I'm feeling like shit right now. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, here's the example. Oh, I'm feeling like shit right now. I'm remembering that really bad time. Or maybe you're not remembering anything and you're just feeling that feeling of shame or guilt or whatever. And then all you need to do is put your attention on it, wherever it is. So if it's him, put your hand there. So just say you've got this real heart pain and you don't know why it is, and you've got this heart pain. So you pop your hand right here. And you don't need to think anything, because that's not who you are. Your thoughts are not who you are. That's just your programming playing a game. And you just feel into it. Now, feeling into it means feel it and just keep feeling it. And give it space. Like, give it space. Give it space just to be there. And even though, for me, I want to run away from it because I hate it, and I don't do that anymore. I just sit with it. And I sit with it for as long as it takes until it's gone. And very often when I put my attention on that feeling, whether it's up here in my heart or down here in my tummy or in my uterus area, if I'm like that, I put my hands there and I go, okay, I'm feeling all upset right now. And I'm focusing not in my head on what my thoughts are saying. I'm focusing on where the angst is feeling. I'm feeling that. I'm going like, and I close my eyes so I can focus a bit better on that. And I just give it, I look at it. I look at that pain or that feeling, and I'm like the parent. I'm like going, okay, let's give it space. So I'm here. I don't say anything. I just go, look, I'm here. And then slowly that feeling goes away. And in my experience, what I have felt when I give a feeling space and I don't try to run away from it and I sit with it, okay, I sit with that feeling, what comes up is then I say, where did that come from? And then I remember something that I have totally forgotten, that totally looks irrelevant to my feeling in the now. And I just go, oh, okay. And so I don't try to analyze it and write a diploma about it. There's no need. That's all you need to do. So when you've gotten rid of that part and you've given it space and you give it a hug and go, that's fine. Okay, that's done. You sort of feel like it's not affecting you anymore. And then those light codes can come through and you feel a lot better. Does that make sense? I hope that that does make sense. Please tell me if what I've shared with you this morning is making sense for you. So trying to fill your mind up when you've got already rubbish in the mind and the monkeys are having a fun day, and trying to fill it up with trying to do something else is not going to work. You either have to breathe, because breathing physiologically calms the mind, and putting your awareness on you right now, where that feeling is. Where is it? Okay, I don't need to know what it's about. I'm just giving it space. And you become like an angel to that pain or to that feeling. Okay, you become an angel to it. And so this is very, very important. And when you become an angel to it and you're watching it and you're just allowing it to be, it will fade away. It'll just slowly fade away. And you can even ask, well, what was that all about? Where'd that come from? And you will get a thought. Now, some of us, we might not get that thought straight away, but it'll show up and you'll have a memory, because they're all linked to something from our past, you see. So I covered it up. I covered mine up for a lot of years. And they're all the most ridiculous little things that that show up, you know. I hope that makes sense for you. Please comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what's going on in your mind. Let me know if I've shocked you to the eyeballs and you still don't know what I'm talking about, and that's perfectly fine. I can probably give you a few things to help you along to understand it better. But if you're suffering from negativity right now and you're feeling down, and you don't know why you feel down, it's because these light codes are coming in, and they will make you feel things. They will make you feel flat, and they will make you feel angry, and they will make you feel we're all different, and so everyone's going to feel it in a different way. But if you give it space and just go, oh, I'm being encoded with more beauty from the universe, I'm being gifted actually. And it is a little bit of a painful situation, because it's got to come through our physical body, and that's where the pain is. It's moving things out. It's like a giant vacuum cleaner. And so when you see yourself getting triggered, when you see yourself hanging on and expecting outcomes, they're the signs that you watch and go, oh, that's interesting. You know, that's it, because the new part of us, the new us, does not have this shit anymore. We live more in the now. The timelines are collapsing. So the timeline from our past and the timeline in our future is all becoming in the now. And if you're thinking about the past, having a lovely memory is beautiful, because it brings you joy. But also memories can also give us heartache. We all know that, right? You know, and in that heartache and that emotion comes up and you might cry a little bit, just give it space. Give yourself that space to feel it. And if you put your attention on it and focus on it, where that pain is, and put your hands on it, you will notice it dissipate. And you go, that's all right. It's all right to feel that. I love you. I love you. And that's what you do. That's all you need to do. It's as simple as that. You don't need to think about it anymore. So I hope that makes sense. All right, let's go and do the cards. All right, now, if you've got a question, one question about you right now, put it in the comments box. I'm going to have a look. And the question for me and the cards, please do that for me, and we will do the card. So I'm asking my divine guides, my beautiful oversouls, to help me right now to pick a card for all you guys who are watching right now, and those who are watching the replay, right? So your participation in your transformation is important, guys. So if you've got a question, if you want to know something, then put it in the comments box. First card. Oh my goodness. Okay, the boundaries. So this card is like your expectations. It's like the card that holds you down. And this is very good because as you can see in it, it's got the Centauros, like that evil person. It's not really that at all. Right, it looks like that. I actually love that headdress because I live in an area where there's a lot of deers, and so I love that. But it's actually, this is about your limitations, what holds you down. And so very often that idea of, if you look at those two people basking on Mother Earth, and it talks about, this is about the card of being grounded. It's about the card of taking things easy. It's the card, hang on a sec, just one sec. I'm going to go and get my tarot book, hang on, and show you traditionally what this card is all about. Card number 15. Where are you? Card number 15. And I love this card. Okay, here it is. So this card is often known as the devil, and we're all afraid of the devil, aren't we? And it's really not that at all. All right. It's sometimes your own thoughts and your own ideas about your life, your rigid thinking, your rigid thoughts about how you think things should be, is only based on an old program that no longer is in existence. And now we're looking at a program that's more open. All right. So the devil very often represents your own thoughts, your own programming, and it holds you back. It holds you as a prisoner. Right, you are a prisoner to your thoughts. So this is what we've been talking about. So when we have a look at that, you can see that ring around it. It's not magic, because in behind my computer screen, where my hand is going right now, is my ring light, and it shines up my face to make me look 25 years younger. Just kidding. All right, so here we are. The devil is all about that. It's about the fears that come up. And that's what we're talking about right now. When we're feeling negative thoughts, we get fear. I had to pay a whole lot of bills today, and I was in full-on fear mode. And I could feel it, and I felt like screaming and going, why is this happening? And I thought, well, Wanda, you made a choice. You've got to start doing this now. And I had to fork out a lot of money today. And there's piddles coming in, and there's a whole big gush of money going out. So yeah, I went into a really funny space, but I thought, no, I'm doing this because I chose this, and I'm responsible for that. Does that make sense? And I know that my gain is going to be through my pain, but I don't want to make it in a painful way, because I know I can look at it from a different perspective. So here is an example. For example, you might be thinking of somebody from your past who has hurt you badly. And, you know, it's not, when you forgive somebody from your past, it's not necessarily about forgiving and accepting that person back into your life. Oh, God, no. What it is that you let go. You let go of that feeling and that mind thought that you have about that person. That they're this and they're that, and that. Once you heal that, and healing would be a feeling like, I let go of that you did what you did, and that's on your conscience. And I'm letting go of that because I don't want to live in resentment. Resentment causes a lot of terrible diseases if you're resenting. Shame causes disease. All right, does that make sense? So this is where we're starting to learn more about ourselves and why we're here, and about the cosmos, and we're not the only beings here in the world or on the planet. We're all going to be finding this out. So you might as well get with it and learn about it now before you have a big shock and go, oh, I didn't know that. That wasn't in the Captain Cook books. No, it wasn't. I think I'm lucky in one way because my father helped me grow up to be very open-minded based on his own experiences in the past. Okay, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because that's another story in itself. I might even share that with you one day. I'm looking for questions, people. Has anyone got a question? Yes, absolutely. I'm going through your talking to me back now. This is lovely. Okay, so thank you, Jennifer. I'd love to be an inspiration, but also I want to teach you. I want to teach you more things about what's going on. It's more than just our lives. It's everyone's. We are a collective, you know. Yes, thank you very much for those of you who are agreeing. And it's not that I'm agreeing because you're agreeing with me. I know that you're on that same level, so I'm not speaking gobbledygook. Consistency absolutely helps, and that is why when I was talking about my meditation, when I started doing it consistently, whether one day is worse than the other or better, it doesn't matter, I'm there. I do a meditation. I focus on my goals. I listen to my breathing. I learn to love myself, and more I do it, the better I become. And it's taking action. If you are still complaining, about this and that, think about that. You are creating your reality. So does anybody have a question? Yes. Okay, so if your mind has been crazy, look at it from another way. So this is for Tanya. If your mind has been crazy, Tanya, go, okay, so go, oh my God, there it goes. Look at it from, there's another part of you, which is the soul that can go, that's interesting. My mind is going nuts. It's making me feel really bad. Those thoughts are making me feel something. Okay, give that some thought and go, this is not who I am. This is an old program. This is old because I'm becoming a better person. I'm becoming a magnetic energy of brilliant light force. That's who I am. And I'm realizing this now, and I'm not this miserable human being with miserable thoughts. Does that make sense? And so you got to transcend that. You got to transcend that feeling. So if your mind is going crazy, go, oh, I'm getting more wonderful beams of lovely light codes from the universe. I've got to make space for that. Now, do those thoughts work? Is it really true? Ask your mind, are those thoughts really true? And they're going around and round and round like a washing machine? No. And as soon as you go, well, thanks for the reminder, but no thanks. See you later. All right? That's what you have to do. Money, mindset, everything is an energy. So I'm looking for questions. Yeah, I know some of you, yes. So look, Anne, you're absolutely right. I'm going through the feed now, okay? So Anne is saying, do it without judgment. Just look at it. You don't need to go, oh, that's really bad and that's really good and I like that and I don't. Well, of course, all of us like good stuff. All of us do, right? But look at the shitty stuff without a judgment and go, oh, yeah, you were so bad at that time. Like, come on. There's a time where you need to forgive yourself. And forgiving is that forgiving yourself and letting go. Forgiving means letting go of that idea that you had about yourself or someone else. And you're not really that. It's just an experience. So practice those things I've been giving you. Watch it over and over and over again. So Tammy, what's blocking you right now? Well, let's have a look. Hi, Perla. How are you, dolls? I get a no. And Anna, should I spend money on my house before I sell? No. I got a no straight away. Don't do it. I don't think it's worth it because I think that if you end up spending $10,000, you'll probably end up, you won't make or lose anything. All right, just wait a little while just wait before you sell. And I'm feeling September is a better time. September, October is a better time to sell. Don't do it now because everything is still all over the shop and you've got some planets in retrograde. So I don't think your sell will go real hot. Just wait a little while, clean up the backyard, get rid of your garbage, you know, but don't go spending money on it. No. I just get it won't be fruitful. And I don't know where you live right now, but I see you living very close to water in the future. So, and it may be a bit of a downsize, but I think that might suit you. So tell me if that makes sense to you. That's what I've got so far. The question for me is, am I going to figure out my purpose? Well, Karina, you don't need to figure out your purpose. What did you do when you were little? If you want to talk about what your purpose is and you haven't figured it out yet, then do it through a tarot reading. That is so helpful. You know, tarot readings aren't just about, oh, the cosmic future and, you know, should I wear the green dress or the pink dress to the party? You know, it's more about you get into your inner self. So, Karina, you know, if you have that question, if you're struggling to figure that out, then hop on a call with me. We can figure that out together because it's right in front of your face. It's your mind that's blocking your answer. Yes, clearing subconscious beliefs. That is exactly what it is. It's holding you back. Release them from your own personal gain. Yes, absolutely. Yes, thank you for letting me know that I've been making sense for you. I'm glad because I don't want to freak you out at all, but I'm telling you what's really the truth of what's going on. Okay, and I want to be that. I listen to a lot of really, really good people who are here to share their wisdom, and I learn from them. So when you don't see me, I'm either helping somebody else or I'm getting help from somebody else to help me guide you along. I hope that makes sense to you. So oh great, Anna, thank you. Makes sense. I want to downsize and move closer to the water. Focus on that. It's just not ready. The timing isn't ready right now. So what I do get is clean up what you can in the house that you are in, because I feel that the people who are going to buy the place are going to do something completely different to it. So it's totally pointless even doing that. All right. So what makes you feel good, full of love? Absolutely. And that is a really good strategy, feeling that you're full. But when you're in the midst of an anxiety attack, it's really difficult to go, oh, hang on a minute, I'm just going to go and feel love. What you do is you focus on that anxiety. I know that sounds weird, but focus on it. Give it space to manifest. Give it space to, and if you watch it, if you witness it, if you watch it, just watch that anxiety and watch where it goes. Just watch it and be very present to it. It sort of just goes away. I'm not one to get panic attacks, mind you, but I nearly had one the other day and I just gave it space. And it went right through my whole body. Like I could feel, it felt like my temperature was going up, and it went, whew, whew, and then it was gone. I went, oh, that was really good. Thank God it did. Okay, so are there any more questions for today? Sorry. All right, let's have a look. I'm going right up to the top. Oh, well, it looks like no one is asking major questions. Lula, if you're still on, love that name, Lula. Is that Greek? Lula, if you're still on, is that Greek? This is a card for you, Lula, because we all know if a card is for Lula, it's also for all of us. I hope that little lesson in energy and dealing with negative thoughts and staying focused on your targets, another level of you, staying focused on what you want, staying focused on your dream. Yeah, Lula. The angel of energy. Now, being aware of your life force, being aware of that life force inside you that is pure and is there to guide you, and it is there to have you live the best life. So Lula, I think if you're not doing any exercise, then go for a walk. Start doing something daily that's going to help you, going for walks, or maybe some Pilates or stretching movements. You know, oh God, I didn't do my Pilates this morning, as you can see. Right, because inside that movement, it brings changes. And for those of you who are creating new realities for yourself, embody it, you know, so dance up and down and go, yeah, I'm a leader, I'm fantastic, or yeah, I can do this, I've got a big supply of energy and a wonderful supply of positive thought. This is who I am. I'm not that weasel like I was before. I'm not going to play small. I'm going to be truly me. Okay, and that's what you do. Now, I think I've spoken enough. It's already 11 past 10 and I've got some phone calls to make and some people to talk to. Have a beautiful day. I will see you again on Friday morning, not tomorrow, because I've got stuff happening and I've got art classes, art meditation classes happening. But I'm thinking about having a link. All right, I'm thinking about teaching you about where those emotions are in your body that we talked about. And so anyway, if you're interested, let me know in doing this. So I've been thinking about it. So I might do it in a few weeks' time, come September, and then we can have a look at this beautiful meditation process. And this meditation process is also helping you to access where your shit is in your body and how we can get rid of that. So if you're interested in that, say, yeah, Wanda, that sounds great, I want to be part of this. It'll be on a Zoom link, and I'll have to get that sorted out. Alrighty, there we are. Beautiful. Have a great day, and I will talk to you when? On Friday. In the meantime, give yourself space, give yourself some love, love others. I'll see you later. Bye.